Welcome back to the Marching Arts Podcast. This is an impromptu podcast.
An impromptu short podcast.
Yeah, so this just started. Yeah, this just started me wanting to watch one of Cainan's old shows from Kidsgrove, and then I said, "Hey, you want to jump on?" And he said, "Sure." And then Jen said, "Hey, I want to jump on too." So we're all here.
Yep.
What we decided as well is, since we all marched together in 1992 in the Freelancers, and then kind of all went our separate ways. I aged out. Justin marched a couple more years, was it?
Just one.
One more year, and then Jen went on to Phantom Regiment. So what we've decided is we're going to pick on each other's shows. So in this episode, we're going to be watching the 2016 Kidsgrove Scouts, which was my first year with the Kidsgrove Scouts. I'm not here to lend my opinion, just here to give context where it's needed. Jen and Justin, don't let me being here sway your opinion in any way. Jen is going to also going to be reacting to one of Justin's shows, 1993 Freelancers, and I am going to pick on one of Jen's Phantom Regiment shows in the future. But today's episode is the 2016 Kidsgrove Scouts. So for those who don't know, the Kidsgrove Scouts were unfortunately, the corps no longer exists, based in Kidsgrove in Staffordshire, England, in the north of England. We were pretty good. The corps history goes back a bunch of years overall. If you look at the whole organization, about 100 years. I think it was 104 years total of there being a band of some variety involved with the first Kidsgrove Scouts group. And yes, it did come out of the Scouts organization. The show we're going to be watching today is called Symmetricity. It's recorded at the Drum Corps Europe Championships in Kerkrade. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, in the Netherlands. The show was Symphony number 5 in C minor, with a little bit of a Cuban twist. That ought to be interesting for Phantom Regiment Jen there.
Well, first of all, you have to tell me Symphony number 5 in C minor by who?
By Beethoven.
Okay, thank you.
With a Cuban twist.
Okay.
Which you'll see. Trilogy, which was made famous by the 1985 Blue Devils. Reflections of Rhythm, which was a percussion feature, which was a original piece of music. The Heat of the Day by Pat Metheny, also played that same year in 2016 by the Bluecoats. And we finished with Liturgical Dances by David Holtzinger. We finished third at Drum Corps Europe. I don't think we should have finished third, but maybe I'm perhaps a bit biased. So, and that was us. That was our show. Pretty big corps by European standards. I think we marched about 50 brass.
All right. Shall we get to it?
Drum major, is your chorus, please.
This reminds me, we used to do this in parade band.
Yeah.
We used to always love it. God always went 8 so
okay.
We did.
I got to turn the video down.
Symmetricity. Drum Corps Europe presents Kidsgrove Scouts.
Which one are you, Cainan?
Yeah, right.
I'll point myself out in a minute. Our little Kidsgrove version of a Z-pole there.
I like the colors.
Very well done. Yeah, Perry Brett, the metronome of a drum major.
What's funny is those mirror things that you guys have there that you stole from Blue Devils.
Yeah.
I stole that in 2019 from a band I taught, and I was just literally watching this show before we started this. Nice.
I'm a fan of, some people really, I tend to like
tubas. I'm the third one from the right.
Okay.
I'm the furthest tuba in the back here.
Get some screamers, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's actually a recording artist. He's like a sponsored recording artist. Guy's name's Paul Tucker. He was actually on Blue Devil staff. And his son Alex just aged out of Blue Devils this year.
Oh, wow.
In fact, Alex was on the field for this show.
I was going to say, is that the kid that March Kidsgrove?
Yeah, I think he was 12.
I like the visual movement. Who wrote the drill?
Drill was written by a guy called John Swindells.
Nice opening. Who are the other two?
Push
that
the
beat you
baby.
guys? Who got first and second?
The first place, I believe, was the company. Second place was Ubao.
So all of DC, all of Drum Corps Europe was all age, right?
Yes. In this class.
Oh, okay. So you had other classes too.
Yeah. So this particular year was our first year with the System Blue sponsorship as well for the instruments, and baritones are on all hybrid euphoniums.
I'm going to turn down the volume just a little bit more on the floor here because I can boost it up later. Just so I can hear us a little bit better.
They staged the color guard well. I mean, it's a smaller guard, you know?
Yeah, but that's a large guard by European standards, so.
And it's a large guard by the overall, like, size of the corps. Yeah.
Gotta have over 20 guard, I think. 25, 26.
Like that, yeah. So that guard went on to win Winter Guard. Pretty much that guard, person to person, was in the Winter Guard program as well. And they won the European Winter Guard Championships.
I'm always a fan of
Guard
the
was always a strong
double
point for
flags or
Kidsgrove.
double wings.
Yeah. I like swimming flags.
You'll like this bit, Justin. Falcon flags.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
I was thinking it needed to be a little bit quicker. Kind of Madison-esque.
Yep.
Right, I can see the influence.
You can totally see the American influence on the visual.
Oh, yeah.
Your drum line's like really doing the Madison thing, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were 7th in drums that night. That's why we were 3rd. We've won pretty much every other county. But I don't think they were a 7th place drum line either, but that's a whole different discussion.
Right. That's our loud.
Well, I would honestly say we were loud even by American standards.
Right. Nice. Oh god. I like that.
Nice.
That's a great statement. Love it.
I don't know what the point of the show is, but I'm enjoying it.
Right.
Neither did we.
We've been too trained about shows having points. You can't just enjoy a show.
This piece here was a bit like Marmite. You loved it or hate it. I loved liturgical dances.
I just love Holsinger.
Yeah, and we punished the crowd in a second here. Always nice as a tuba player to play up above the staff as well. Come on, get it. That was your have some of that moment.
I should have went first, man.
I know.
Put the invite out to you, man.
I just couldn't do it back then. It was too expensive.
The thing that I was proud of is I think we did drum corps the right way.
A lot of impacts, a lot of isolated little.
Yeah. Whoever choreographed the guard is relentless. But it's like barely ever moving.
We don't ever get a break.
They're spinning, throwing the whole time.
I do like the staging though, like they have them in the swirls and stuff like that. So then you have two different layers going on. But the focal points are very strategic. Like I hate some shows where you got things going on in all these different places you can't focus.
Yep.
Damn, dude, great horn line.
Yeah, right?
As I recall, we did win brass, and it was by points, not tenths. You mentioned that the guard book was relentless. That brass book's pretty relentless as well.
That is true. Oh, they're double fighting. Okay, I get it. Oh, that's good.
Always like the spinning rotation boxes there too.
Nice.
Not easy to hit those stabs out of thin air.
No.
Yeah, I love that visual effect with the flag.
Oh, it's a two-sided flag.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what's going on? And I finally figured it out about halfway through the book. Because at first they had a lot of AV work going on, like front side, back side, and I thought for sure it was two different sets of flags. And then I was like, oh no, wait, it's double-sided. And then I thought, how heavy are those flags?
So that was the 2016 Kidsgrove Scouts. What do you guys think?
I like it. It's like, I mean, this is not an insult This is like old school, like 90s drum corps in the sense of they're not trying to shove a concept down your throat. It's like we've taken some music that we really like and we're just going to play the crap out of it. And the guard's going to spin and we're all going to enjoy it. So, I love and miss that type of drum corps sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of like you said, like the 90s Madison Scouts, where it's just like they had concepts, but I mean, it was just a bunch of cool music and they just like had all these cool like things happening.
Moments.
That show really reminds me of the Madison Scouts.
Yeah, it had Cavaliers moments in there too. Yeah, it was like they just like male drum corps.
Yeah,
it should remind you of Madison Scouts though, because some of the design staff did were Madison alums. Okay. However, as I said, this 2016 was the first year of the System Blue partnership, which wasn't just instruments; it was actually a partnership with the Blue Devils as well. So the brass book, for instance, was actually written by John Meehan. And this was the first year that we had the System Blue guys coming over and working with us. So you may have noticed a lot of Blue Devils-esque-ness to the color guard as far as style is concerned. It was the one time that I was truly starstruck by somebody when the Blue Devils staff came over to work with us. It was TJ Doucette came over.
Yeah.
And I was speechless. I thought, man, this woman has been on the Blue Devils guard staff since the 80s.
Yeah.
She has forgotten more about color guard and drum corps than most of us could ever hope to learn. I was genuinely starstruck by TJ. Turns out she's an absolutely lovely lady,
Yeah.
Well, good.
I mean, I think, the show was really smartly staged. Everything was within your purview of like this. I wasn't having to go like look over here, look over there. And part of it has to do with your guys' size, and they use the framing of those reflective panels to kind of keep
I think we were about 115 total on the field or something like that.
I mean, that's still a big amount of people, but that's a strategy I use all the time when I taught like the band here near my house. But we fluctuated between 80 and like 100. But I always use backdrops to kind of shape shift the field perspective, and that's a really smart way to do it.
And
then
the other thing that we were true weekend warriors. So we rehearsed 2 weekends a month, and then
it's pretty good for weekend warriors.
Yeah.
Average age of the brass line was probably well over 30.
Wow, but you know what? You can hear that. I mean, that trumpet line was.
And Paul Tucker is a hell of a player. Like I said, Paul went on to be on the Blue Devils brass staff. His son marched the Blue Devils. So Alex I think he was 12 this year. And I remember when he first stepped into the horn line, everybody thought, "Ooh, this kid's pretty special." He went on to march troopers at 14.
Oh my gosh.
And then Blue Devils after that. So
oh wow.
Yeah, it was a fun few years. So my years with the Kidsgrove Scouts, I marched 2016, 18, and 19 with Kidsgrove. I had to miss out the America year; it was just too expensive.
Wow.
What year was that?
So, what's that?
What year? They came stateside?
Yeah, so 2017 they went to America with the Romeo and Juliet show, which was excellent. 2015 they went over as well, and I think 2012 they went over as well, and 2010. So there's about 4 or 5 times throughout the early 2000s that they went over to the States, competing at DCA. It was just too much of a time commitment and a little bit too expensive for me, though. Yeah. So I was quite happy to march the European years. So,
I mean, great corps. I mean, it's sad that they're not around anymore. A lot of those corps aren't around, right?
Yeah, and it's not much of a surprise as well, though, because we don't have in the UK we don't have organized education as far as marching bands or anything like that. Schools are non-existent, so a lot of these players are self-taught, or
that's really
learned in like a scout band or something like that.
As popular as music is there, I'm really surprised there's no formal education for it.
No, unless you count recorder or keyboard.
Wow. That's true.
it's a shame. It really is. I think that the British education system doesn't really value the arts, which is a shame. But it is what it is. They're more interested in STEM than they are the arts.
They're really huge on history and the arts and stuff like that. It's like symphonies and stuff in music, like British composers, and they don't have music education. That's kind of just wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. But even like when you look at like the European corps as well, like the likes of U-Ball and stuff like that. Now U-Ball is still about in the winter activity. There are still a few UK units in the winter activity, and I do think that it's going to pick up a bit. I don't know if it's going to pick up to the level it was before, but I mean, to give you an example, the town that I live in, Warrington, at one point in the 80s, Warrington is a town the size of about Stockton, California.
Yeah.
And we had 3 drum corps in Warrington alone. 350 member drum corps in Warrington alone.
Yeah.
It's like in my town, if you mention drum corps, people know what it is.
Yeah.
Even though they may have not done it themselves, they knew somebody who was in the Green Lancers or Warrington Corps or Phoenix or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that reminds me of the old days here too, because we had a ton of corps in California. Like a ton. I mean, we still do. We have like 10 or something like that. It's still an astronomical number. For one state. We have 10, but our state's huge. Yeah. So.
And the thing is, all of my favorite California corps are no longer there. My absolute favorite California corps was California Dons.
Oh my gosh, I hated them.
I loved the Dons. Don't tell Steve Sprague that. He marched them.
No offense.
Didn't Clint march there as well?
I could not handle those bell bottoms.
So yeah, I think he flirted with him or something like that. So
yeah, and we also had Modesto Fever or Valley Fever.
Valley Fever, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the Kidsgrove Scouts. So next up, why don't we have Jen picking on Justin and the 93 freelancers?
Sounds great.
You're gonna have a field day.
All right.
All right. Well, tell us your guys' thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear them, and please make sure that you subscribe and like this video if you want to hear more content. I know we're getting into the winter season. I'm going to wrap it up real quick here, but last year I think we did a little bit of some scores and stuff like that. Once we probably get closer to that in the next couple months, we'll jump back on that with our podcast and kind of talk about that. But please make sure that you participate in this activity. We really would love to hear your thoughts and everything like that, and give us some suggestions of things you guys want us to watch, react to, do stuff like that. We would also appreciate that.
And even though this will be the sum total of our commentary on Bands of America, congratulations to Avon High School for winning BOA last night. Unfortunately, we can't talk about it or show it to you because we get taken down for copyright instantly.
All right. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And I'll let the maestro lead us out.
And just remember, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're doing it, no matter when you're doing it, no matter how you're doing it, no matter who you are doing it with, just when you're doing it, make sure that you
march on.
March on.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye.